Hey there, Chad with Projul's Customer Success Team here. In this video, we're going to talk about creating your first invoice. All invoicing happens from the Estimates and Invoice page. Let's go ahead and go over to the navigation bar on the left-hand side and click on the Estimates tab. From here, we can easily pick out any invoice that needs to be created, especially if it's a deposit invoice, by going to the Customer Approved section. What you can see here is anything that has an approved estimate and also is over here with a big blue button that says add an invoice for this estimate. Let's go ahead and go to this Doris Mueller tile service estimate, click on add an invoice, and from here it's very simple to just invoice out maybe 40% of this for a standard deposit. And then from here we could even give the invoice a specific title, so from the outside of the Estimates and Invoice page we know immediately that this is a deposit invoice. And after we give that a title, we could set the due date. For here, I like to set it as today, so it's just due upon receipt. And then we can also rename the invoice description. In this case, it's just by default non-itemized invoice. We'll go ahead and call this a standard 40% deposit. Go ahead and close that up, and then we can see that that 40% deposit is $1,009.80. Now, you could also open this up and invoice on the individual cost lines. Say you want to do 40% across the entire set of cost lines to show progress. But in this case, we're just going to go ahead and do a 40% deposit. And then once this invoice is paid, this work is done, we can go ahead and send out a final invoice for the 100% work. And then we also down here at the introduction section could import an introduction from the estimate. Additionally, the contract details from the estimate. And then finally, we could see when it was last viewed in the portal, when the estimate was viewed, or also we could preview this this invoice from the customer portal. Now you can see our logo, our contact info, the description that we had put for the customer. It says just a standard 40% deposit with the value. And it says the total estimate value, the amount invoiced, and the remaining estimate value after this invoice is paid. And then they'll simply be able to print this out once they paid their invoice. And then from here, we could mark this as ready to send. And then the send button pops up right here. In this case, if I click on this, it simply just opens up my default mail program with a template, or we could copy this link, send it to them via text message or in an email of our own. Maybe if we'd used, instead of the program on our computer to send an invoice, if we wanted to use Gmail or another application that's just web-based, you could definitely copy that link, paste it in there with your own email. And then additionally, if you wanted to open the print preview, you could save it as a PDF as well. This is just a standard kind of PDF creation tool. And then you could copy that, save it for your records, upload it to the lead if you wanted as well. And we'll go ahead and mark the invoice as sent. And then what you'll see is this turns from gray to yellow. And that shows us that it's waiting for payment. Now, if we come back out here to the main page, you can easily see that we have a deposit invoice number 1032 for $1,009.80 awaiting payment. And that's Estimates and Invoices and creating your first invoice. Thanks for watching.